Sive emavi laqhamuka ngeduku.
Endaweni ndemsakayo Channel Yemaswati kuyakhanyisiwe ngabuza.
Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. I'm Linda Shongo with your headlines. Dancing of the Likli Ngwala entered into day 6, danced at a high note as His Majesty dances at Engabezweni Royal Residence, and Her Majesty the Queen Mother continues to dance at BULLETIN Royal Residence. The case of incarcerated members of Parliament was postponed to January 2022. A man of ESWATINI was killed by rubble of a house that he was attempting to demolish. Every ESWATI is encouraged to continue to respect the protocols of halting the spread of COVID-19. Wash your hands with soap and water, sanitize, wear your mask, avoid crowds, continue to maintain a safe social distance. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in conjunction with the National Disaster Management Agency, India funded by UNICEF. And now the news. His Majesty King Yemaswati III continued to dance with masses of regiments at Engabezweni Royal Residence as Ngwala entered day 6. Her Majesty the Queen Mother also continues to dance at BULLETIN Royal Residence.
The dancing of the Likli Ngwala continued at Engabezweni Royal Residence, where masses of regiments continued to dance with His Majesty King Yemaswati III. On another note, at BULLETIN Royal Residence, Her Majesty the Queen Mother also continues to dance with throngs of regiments. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shoma, engabezweni rural residents.
The Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs today presented the State of the Environment report stating the incidents that occurred in the country due to climate change and also the effects of COVID-19. This event was staged at Zimbabwe Resort. We have a report.
The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme, officially launched the State of the Environment report for 2020. The report, which is the third published, echoes its theme, restoring the environment for a climate-resistant economy. The document discusses various topics that are relevant to the state of the environment, as well as strategic goals to rebuild the economy from the aftermath of COVID-19. Tourism and Environmental Affairs Moses Villarati highlighted the impact climate change has presented to the economy. The Honourable Minister also touched on the country's waste management problem, listing rural areas and roadsides as some of the biggest environmental challenges.
Isiniketa luhla lokuthi nasiyembili mithethomini lefuna siyibuke nemaplan maphi lefuna ukuthi siwabuke ukuze kusileli liyembili. Ikakhulu nje sibuka inhlangothi lethi njengokuguquka kwesimo sephezulu lesithi climate change. Siyabona ke lapha ukuthi kule report ukuguquka kwesimo sephezulu ulimete live nemhlaba wonke jikelele. Ngalo 2015 nje lapho kwakhona somiso kuthiwa live lapho lalahlekelwa ngokusikhombisa ekhulwini wonke umphicito 7% of the GDP was lost ngaleso sikhathi. Ngalo kuguquka nje kwesimo sephezulu nanokusikwe nesomiso uyabona lokusikwe lokusho ukuthini. I-report iyasho nokuthi tindzaba tetembili setikhinyabetekile lakithi.
United Nations Development Programme Team Leader Wansimas Mkhwezi hailed the government for its success in all their efforts towards implementing change in issues related to climate change. He highlighted the government's successful submission of the revised Nationally Determined Contribution, the NDC.
For the successful submission of the revised National Determined Contribution to the Paris Agreement, also known as the National Climate Action. The Kingdom's effective participation at the Glasgow Climate Conference demonstrated the government's commitment to climate action. I would like particularly to applaud the government for being among the first countries to endorse the Glasgow Declaration on halting deforestation by 2030.
Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, Abongile Mabuza with Gary Carlos Mbaban.
As the Royal Eswatini continues to engage new officers in the field of traffic department, they today stage practicals for their officers so that they can get used to the logistics of how they can operate while they are staging roadblocks in the country's roads. We have a report.
The Royal Eswatini Police were out at the field today for a roadblock practicals operation. The police were conducting roadblocks in Manzini, Etimhlaleni, Nazarene and other places. They were led by Superintendent Pindile Villarati, who is the Public Relations Officer at Royal Eswatini Police. Motorists were given gifts and asked to always drive with caution.
ngoba umsebenzi wethu singamaphoyisa kwenta siqiniseko sokuthi siphephile akusiko kona kuthatha imali kodwa nje ukuthi kunciphe ingozi yemigwaqo ukuze sive siphephe sisangise setawungena emaholideni kumaholide lamakhulu abokhisimusi kanjalo nemikhosi lomkhulu welive wenkwana sisasebenza-ke basebenzisi bemigwaqo siyakhona ukuthi sibakhulumise kahle sibaxwayise ngokuphepha emgwaqweni siphinde senze sibaphe netipho ukuze bajabule bakwazi nokufundisana labanye nabafika emakhaya ngobumqoka bekusebenzisa umgwaqo ukuze siphephe sonke simaswati.
Namhla-ke cishe besincike kakhulu besigcile kakhulu ku-professionalism. Sesiyaphuma-ke sidonda le-exercise la ukuthi sive kufanele sisiphathe ngendlela lesezingeni lelisetulu kakhulu. Kude-ke besimbopha namuhla la mgwaqweni. Instead besi-appreciate-a onke ama-motorist. Lawo ma-motorist laphethe kahle asashayela emgwaqweni. Sibanika-ke ama-token of appreciations labe kabuya kuye National Commission. Lafaka ikhathi ama-booklet juice, emapheni nalokunye. Singathi nje sibone kubambisana lokuhle nesive. Sabona ukuthi amaphoyisa ayakhona kusebenza ngelizinga lelifanele. Siyakhuthaza ukuthi achubeke asebenze ngalezinga lelo asenda imisebenzi yawo ngekuhlukahlukana kuto tonke tindzawo.
I am Nonhlanhla Twala in a report compiled by Kimberly Mavuso in Manzini.
Today,
The case for the incarcerated members of parliament was postponed to January 2022. We have a report.
at the High Court, the members of Parliament, Honorable Baqede Mabuza and Mthandeni Dube, respectively, appeared before Judge Mamsi Dlamini. This is where there was a continuation of the viewing of the video, which was still the first video that was watched the day before yesterday and yesterday at the High Court. This time, Honorable Baqede Mabuza was heard, stating that when they speak on social media, people approach him in private because they fear for their lives. He stated that people only admit that he is right when they meet him personally because they do not comment on the social media or even in Parliament. The Member of Parliament is heard basically complaining about the whole installation of a Prime Minister and how all the important roles in government are appointed and not elected, which are the cabinet ministers. The Member of Parliament is heard stating that he respects the kingdom and he respects the royal family and he respects the monarchy. However, Mabuza states that the monarchy and the nation be separated when it comes to matters of political wars. He stated that Yemaswati need to respect the monarchy as they are the forefathers of the land. Towards the end of the first video, Duduzi Melani is heard calling for no unrest in the country as he was praying to end their press conference. There was then the continuation to the second video, which was marked with Swaziland News, and they stated that the date is still going to be announced to the court. Accused number 1, Honorable Baqede Mabuza, is heard speaking throughout the video, where he states that the monarchy stands and cannot fight, and he cannot fight the monarchy, and they are not fighting the monarchy. Mabuza is heard numerous times saying that they only want power to run the country's government, and he even likened the situation that they want to that of Queen Elizabeth in England. Accused number 1 also was heard in court, stating that the video was cut immensely and it was hours long, and whoever edited it really cut out many parts. There was also the viewing of the third video before the court was adjourned. The court is closing officially tomorrow, and the case has been postponed to the 26th and the 27th of January 2022. It's also going to come back to court on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of February 2022. And it's also going to return on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of February 2022, and again on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of March in the year 2022. The Crown is represented by Gareth Lepan, and the suspects are represented by Jacobus van Vuren. I'm Kanyisile Mabuza for Channel Yemaswati News, High Court.
Today, at the proceeding of the two members of Parliament's case in the High Court, a group of protesters were outside court where they were singing, chanting to different songs and slogans as they were there in the past 3 days as the case continued.
In the course of the 3 days, where two members of Parliament, Honorable Mthandeni Dube and Baqede Mabuza, had appeared before the High Court in Mbabane, protesters were outside the court where they continued with singing and dancing, chanting to different songs, showing their support for the two members of Parliament who are incarcerated, and their case is undergoing the High Court. They were demonstrating outside the court for the past 3 days as the case continued. for Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe. Babane.
Sunday Chill Out presents the Divas Concert with Kelly Kumalo and your favorite local divas. Come join us on the 12th of December from 12 noon until 7 p.m. at the George Hotel Gardens. Get yourself a ticket from as low as 200 Malangeni for General and 380 Malangeni for VIP. Do not miss out. The Sunday Chill Out with Kelly Kumalo. Sunday Chill Out.
Nalo liquthe likhala lijabula labuka kwekusa batukulu babanzatela ingani phileti uyabhadla inqanqwane entengane emanda savela yaqaphathela emakhamba semengaboloni neti ngomshini shukela no sekusele manje ngishukela shukela waseswatini lonothile luengete amandla uqala la love sugar tsandza shukela
Bycash Hardware offers a wide range of industry-leading painting material from roller brushes to a variety of durable paints. We have everything you need from high-quality aluminium windows to elephant doors. Bycash has the best electrical materials such as conduit pipes and house wires. High-quality roofing material like strong timber, heavy tiles, IPR corrugated iron and nails. Visit Bycash today and get the strongest building materials such as wheelbarrows, mesh wires and reinforcement. We offer the most popular cement. At Bycash, we have unbeatable prices for irrigation pipes, maize and water tanks. We offer convenient delivery from all our branches across the Kingdom of Eswatini. For more information, contact us at 24371 710 or send us an email at bycashhardware@gmail.com. Bycash, buy quality, buy it less.
Gender-based violence can be one of the most difficult situations to talk about and to escape from. Sadly, it can happen to anyone: women, men, children, between spouses, and even friends.
I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't know what to do. I thought no one would believe me.
I never thought this could happen to me. I've never been so heartbroken and scared.
I felt weak. And I had no idea how I was ever going to come up with the strength to seek help. But I just closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and took it blindly.
When the abuse started, I didn't feel like reporting, as I thought that would make me seem like a weak man. But it didn't stop. I realized my silence allowed for the abuse to go on, and I decided to report. Reporting abuse is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of courage.
I was worried and ashamed. I didn't want my friends and family to know.
Do not suffer in silence. To seek help, get more information, or to report any form of abuse, call toll-free line 951 or SMS SWAGA to 8500.
Hyperion, the #1 company that fabricates aluminum doors, be it sliding doors, single doors, double doors, pivot doors, or folding, stacking doors. We also fabricate trellis gates and aluminum fixed trellis for all your windows and doors. Hyperion is all about security, durability, and affordability. Just come with your sizes and we'll do it for you. We also do deliveries all around Eswatini. Find us in Matapa Industrial Site, Yemaswati Avenue, opposite Kitwe Hydraulic and SD Civil, or call us on the following numbers: 7808-1040, 7808-7683. Hyperion, the best in the nation for aluminum fabrication.
Sesifikile lesikhathi sempumelelo yakho. Dr. Prophet Mechafi ukunethela ingqayizivela vele yenkonzo ye Prophecy Healing and Deliverance PhD Service mhla ka 12 December September 2021 kunelisondele siyakulo endzabeni yelisetshiswa esigodlweni kumathapha inkonzo iqala nga-10 ekuseni phatha umnikelo wakhona nganga-8 emalangeni Dr. Prophet Mechavi utabe anointa agqobisa abantu nge-oyili yemali nenhlanhla kube kabanisha manje kulethi nombolo ungaphutheki.
Welcome back. You're still watching channel Yemaswati News, and the news continue. A man was reported to have been killed by a wall after attempting to demolish a house and his home at Velezizweni. It is stated that he was buried by the rubble of the house that he was damaging.
Ngwenya family at Velezizweni in Mangayane has been left shattered when the head of the home was buried under a wall while he was working at home with his family. It is said that the man was actually working with his nephew. They were demolishing the house. That is when he got buried under the rubble.
So ngoya lobonza lwamahlanye lwabuyethi kwakhe lwahamba lashona le kushuthi ke ingodi kube kuleyo yonene esiyibonile nje kakhulu ngoba sivele le ngodi lobonza nje hayi ukuthi esizama kuyivusa kakuhle lekana bani babe nabasebenza la Just ngimi nje ngisebenza kuyimi lengisebenza sobabili nje yalo kuseni anti yabe sengaphuma mina sengiva ngengodi yaseva ukuthi sengithini yenza leyo kusho ukuthi vele live la vezwe selifile bona babe ngambule ngiyena sathisa khona babe ngambule lungiyena kuthiwa nginduna ngesathisa ngomkhijimu wakhe konke ihloko buta noma umsebenzi ekhaya noma sokunetinkinga kubude ngokungenya lapha nginetinkinga ekhaya kanje achache kahle umuntu omzala kuxhumanise kahle la akasele umuntu ohlanganisa abantu ukuthi bese uyacabanisa ukuthi mhlambe hambe ucabana naye lokwende nje unika nje indlela ukuthi hamba nihlale kagogo nilungisa indzaba yenu kanje into khona kuhloniphana.
It is said that Manchonjo Ngwenya was one of the elders at Velezizweni and very helpful.
Women who sell second-hand clothing, who are Swazi nationals in the Manzini city, are pleading with authorities to intervene in their issue after they have been banned by the City Council of Manzini to sell clothing in the premises of the city.
Magentombi Hlatshwago is complaining that the Manzini Municipal Council made her stop selling clothes at a place known as Topapasi at the Manzini bus rank. Hlatshwago said she was renting out a space there. Then there were issues with Mozambican people. After that, Hlatshwago stated that the Municipal Council then chased some of them from that place and it was given to the Mozambicans. Hlatshwago said they were told that some of them were renting out the spaces.
Sofana imali lakangani ngoba lana mashanga lawa lawathethe nje lawathethe masipala asebenza la lapha le mali afika lana ngalesithathu ekuseni ngalesine ayajikabela emaputo obhange imali yawo emaputo
nyalo masipala kamsusa le edolobheni yanithembiseni ukuthi kukhona yanilungisela kona ukuthi khona kuphinde nibuyele namanje uthi kesukani ukuthi yanilungisela kona
masipala efuthi mnyamati ngalendlela aqhamuka ngayo mina ngimbona asilungisela ngoba soveta indzaba la akusasiko lokuthi yena useyasixosha soveta indzaba ukuthi ikomiti yethu irentisa ematafula sifike thina nangabe ikomiti yethu irentisa ematafula phela akathathe lona lamsolako ukuthi uyarentisa ematafula khona emaphoyisa acale liphenyo lakhe hayi ukuthi masipara yini afunisele ayeve ngemva bethu bese thina labanye uyasilambisa.
We tried to get hold of those from the Municipal Council of Manzini, but at the time of compiling,
the Lutheran Church at Ganzangu today celebrated World AIDS Day, and the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. They stated that it's essential for the country to encourage every Liswati to take part in such activities that are of nation building. We have a report.
The event of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and World AIDS Day, which was held at Ganzang, was a success. The candlelighting was done by Lomakhosi Dlamini from Evangelical Lutheran Church in honoring of the loved ones who passed away due to HIV and AIDS. Zandile Skonze, a nurse from Polonjeni Clinic, gave a few teachings about HIV and AIDS and further encouraged people of Yemaswati to get tested and know their HIV status.
Kuzaba anidini ukutiva emtholampilo lemfike khona anidini futhi nokutiva erodweni kephanani nomango ngiyahlala phasi ukukhulumise nodlala etigabeni lelo lehlukene ngiyabonga ukuthi sitholele invite sisekhona la ukuthi sizokwenza ilanga lokuthi sikhulumise indaba behlukene.
Thandebuhle Vilakati, a police officer from Sitegi, stated that people should always report crime or cases whereby people are being abused, more especially at homes.
Including 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and World AIDS Day commemoration. Ukukhuluma kwami kutaba ekuthenini sikhumbukane ngendaba yomthetho lokhona konke.
Ngengibonisa sekuthoma lokubonga ukuthi ikuyabona abantu abayo njengoba nakule hlanze lethu sekomise kangaka sekuyisikhathi kungasatholakali ukudla. Siyindlumbuluko ithi asibongele ukuthi ibonile abanye amalanga abantu abayo elambolo sesibaphethe isishuntshana sempuphu nangelanga sebaphethe plastiki yamafutha nangelanga batholile amabhontshisi kuyaphulwa emakhaya.
Reporting for Channel Yemaswati, I am Tolento Dlamini at Ganzang.
Channel Yemaswati is always pregnant with news. Only time is limiting us. We'll recap our top stories to end English news. The dancing of the Little Ingwala entered into day 6 today as His Majesty continued to dance at Engabizweni Royal Residence with scores of regiments. Her Majesty the Queen Mother also proceeded dancing the Little Ingwala at Lutsitsini Royal Residence. The matter of the incarcerated members of Parliament will proceed next year, 2022, in January, as it was postponed today. The trial was running for 3 days without interruption. A man of ESWATINI has been reported to have been buried by rubble of a house that he was trying to demolish. That's all for today. Until next time, please do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Good night.